Make it look easy.
John down back.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing while we recognize those who have passed since our previous meeting. Lamar C. Carter. Lee Earl Woodruff. Roll call, Mike Machetta.
Here.
No secretary.
Here.
Aye. Here. No.
Here.
We have a full board tonight. Fire exits are this area here. Do not go down the elevator. Correspondence, we have none. Mr. Kyer, is there any concerns?
None, we haven't already addressed.
Okay, at this particular time, we're gonna. Well, it's actually 7:05. We have to do.
We don't have a public hearing.
We don't have a vote.
Okay, that's correct. Yeah. So, all right, so, anybody that's a petitioner that's on Zoom or in the room, you want to come up and have a conversation, stand up to the podium, state your name and.
You mind if I just sit here?
Sure, that's
I
fine.
injured my foot.
That's fine.
My name is Robert Coombs, and I live on Providence Road. Now, I'm right on the corner of the completely blind turn. And we have an absolute serious problem. Because the people that from the camper coming through there, and they're just screaming through there. Speed limit is 35 miles an hour, and they're going way over that. And they're going around that blind turn 100% in the left lane, every last one of them. This is reckless and dangerous for anybody coming the other way. And I personally, they've been here about 20 years roughly. And I personally have almost been head on by buses. And this is accurate about 50 times. You know, this is a serious problem that we have to deal with. And talking to them doesn't work. You know, we need to do something about this road. Or the alternative would be to block the road in the middle. And just stop the traffic. Because we have had accidents on that blind turn. And specifically one that I remember was I saw this camp person come through with an SUV and he almost hit the mailboxes across the road. He was so far in the left lane. And he started to go around that blind turn in the left lane and this guy with a scooter came around. And the guy obviously he realized that he was going to get hit, so he dumped the bike and he just landed on the road. And the bike slid right under the SUV and ripped the front end of it. So, you know, this is the kind of stuff that does happen on our road. And we seriously need to do something about this kind of behavior. This is seriously bad. And today, they came ripping through here. I mean, they were just doing about 50. And the speed limit's 35. And they don't pay attention to anything. Plus, I came here a couple of years ago and asked for a 6,000 pound weight limit, and you gave it to us. Now, we also have 10-wheel trucks that come through here that are 52,000 pounds. I used to have a Class A license, I'm retired now. But this is a problem because they're doing the same thing, going right around that blind turn. There's not enough room on that blind turn for a truck that large on a car. And we are going to have major accidents eventually. I mean, major accidents. And we need help. I'm hoping it's not me. So, you know, is there anything we can do?
So there's two things. One, Mr. Pace, and then two, Mr. Kyer.
One, like I told you before. It's federal law, if you make a local delivery, you cannot stop them. I didn't ask you to stop them, I need them to slow down and all the big trucks get off the road, because as I said, there's a 6,000 pound weight limit on it.
They're making the local deliveries, they can go through there. You cannot stop them.
We are gonna have death.
Pardon?
We will have death.
Well, you know,
This is,
but the law says they can make deliveries.
yeah, but a lot of them are just screaming through there, like 50 mile an hour.
Well,
What can we do?
no, I'm gonna tell you the same thing you told me out in the other room. Call the state police, call somebody.
You know what? That's a problem, because I have called the state police like thousands of times in the past, and they will not come up here.
That's all I can tell you.
The only ones I can get to come up here are the sheriff.
Yeah.
And, this is a serious problem. They're not abiding by the laws, period.
When you're saying they, we don't know who they is. It could be, and you're saying trucks, company trucks, it could be 15, 20, 30 different companies that
Okay.
are in business, and who do we know who's who?
I
mean,
agree with that. They,
we just can't, I hear what you're saying, but we don't have a list of different people that drive that road.
well, almost all of them are going to Campanel's Bells. And, the issue thereby is the trucks, because they're going around that in a left lane, that blind turn right on the corner by my house. And that's the way to kill people. And, the buses were the same way for a very long time. I tell you, there have been many times in the past where I almost got clobbered by a bus, because they're coming around the left lane. The buses themselves are overloaded. They got kids standing in the aisles. And, they're blasting around that blind turn and not even slowing down. And one time I saw a really close call. The bus came past my house, went around that blind turn in the left lane. It was seriously overloaded with kids. And just as he started to cross that turn, there was another bus on the other side. We could have had a disaster. He must have missed him, right? So this is my problem. We're just trying not to get killed.
Sir, they have legal right to use the road, and we're not law enforcement. I don't know what
Is there a
to do.
One of the things I
way to
need,
put like the sharp curve sign with a reduced speed or?
they don't listen to those.
But do we have one up?
No.
There's none up there.
There's a speed limit sign and a weight limit sign on
No,
both
I'm
ends.
talking about where that turn is there that you're talking about.
You mean that
Where
side- that
warning
side
people
arrow?
at the turn there.
Yeah, we can't.
At least if it's there, then you can police it. If it's not there, I mean, you can't police it. If it's there and somebody there.
On the speed limit signs for Bill, I think it's talking about sharp turn.
Yeah, there's a sign up there, with an arrow to the right on that blind turn.
Is that the sharp turn sign?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're ignoring that.
Yeah, completely.
Signs aren't gonna make a difference.
No, they're not. We've already proven that.
That's what I'm saying, sir. I don't know what we can do to help your issue.
signs?
First thing is I'd like you to kick the state police in the ass. They make them get up here,
Tony, do you have any slow?
because they flat out told us they weren't coming up here. And I don't see them for 6 months at a time.
We don't have any jurisdiction over this thing.
So, sir,
This is what we're gonna
Mr.
do.
Hayes is gonna put up,
Put a sign up, slow down.
That doesn't work, because they do it
What
anyway.
else can we do?
They do not pay attention to the laws, period. And sooner or later, we're gonna have one hell of a massive accident. They were just screaming today.
is there any time of the day that's more, that you notice it more than other times?
Not really. They don't start until around 9 o'clock. They go all day. And one more issue. This is hacked by them, and I can prove it, because all I have to do is talk, and they can hear me, and I have affected them many times over.
Who's they?
They can't be, no, but no.
That has nothing to do with us. What do we-
I know that, but I'm just telling you what's going on.
Okay,
So the campers have hacked your phone and
Yes.
hear you?
Yes,
that's the authority.
I don't even have to, all I have to do is turn the phone on, they can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, we could try to call the state police, see what we can do.
Say
That's
that
the most we
again.
can do. I mean, the sheriff's department, they show up as much as they can,
Right,
you know.
they're the only ones that actually try to help.
Well, I'll talk to the state police and see what we can help with, okay?
Yeah, we seriously need some help because they're not even paying attention to the speed limits.
I'm gonna tell you another thing, up in Bangor, we got plenty of signs up there, and they don't pay attention to no parking signs either.
Then have somebody do something about it.
You can't, what are you gonna do?
Yes, you can, don't give me that.
What are you gonna do? What can you do?
I don't know what to do, but they don't pay attention to the laws, period.
You've been,
And that is illegal.
you've been a truck driver too, how many times did you double park or illegal park? A lot of times.
I don't think so.
I think so, because I was a truck driver too. I mean, you gotta make a
3
living,
minutes.
but that's all I can tell you. I'll get all the state police, see what we can do, okay? I'll get back to you.
We seriously need some help. This is,
Put that sign up, please, Tony.
I'll put a slow down
The
outside.
last
take
time
the
we
steps
talked
that
to the
we
police,
can.
so they said to come and talk here to the town board. Not to
That's
talk to them.
frustrating,
Yeah.
certainly is. So we'll do what's within our power, which is the signage, unfortunately, Mr. Coons. And I think that that's really, the best we can do. I was on my phone looking here at New York State Department of Transportation to see, it's called traffic calming is the term that they use on how to, help people abide by traffic laws, like slowing down around a corner. It doesn't seem to be that there's a lot available to us where there isn't a pedestrian crossing in order for us to help any further than the sign.
What about if someone talked to the camp owners or leaders or heads or whatever? To say, to get
Authorities.
people to try to drive better.
We were assuming that they're going there, so we have to track them and monitor them.
I have
It's a lot of
followed this
research.
down the road. That's where they're going.
Every single car, both ways.
Maybe not every car, because mixed in there are residents in the area there. That I can understand because the residents themselves don't act like this.
Got it. So I think a sign is the best way to combat anyone who's driving, since we can't track exactly where they're going. And it seems that that's kind of the best tool that we have available to us considering your
And
concerns.
that is useless.
I apologize.
But we really need the police to be up there patrolling, and the state police won't come there, only the sheriff will. And the sheriff doesn't have the power that the state police do.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Maybe reach out to the sheriff and escalate it to Sheriff Figueroa.
I have many times. I've tried to talk to the state police and they just tough it off. I'm not asking you to make them go away. Just, we gotta get this under control before somebody gets killed. We have to have a solution somewhere. This is a seriously bad situation right now. Today, they were just screaming. They're
I heard that.
All right,
There has to be a solution, that's all I can say.
for anybody on Zoom, is there anybody on the meeting?
No, there is not today.
Okay. Any other comments from the community? In the audience? No? Okay, we're gonna start with a resolution. The town board by resolution delegates the supervisor of the town of Wawarsing, Ulster County, New York, power to authorize the sale and issuance of not to exceed $5,600,000 revenue anticipation notes of said town in anticipation of the revenues to be received in anticipation of the contractual revenues due to the Port Bend extension to the town of Wawarsing Water District by said town in the 2024 fiscal year of said town of Wawarsing.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Bill makes that motion and Joe seconds it. Mike,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Johnny,
Hi.
Bill?
Aye.
I vote aye. That resolution is unanimous. Resolution number 2, the town board by resolution authorizes the supervisor to execute the waiver of potential conflict of interest form for the law firm of Thomas Drohan, Waxman, Pettigrew, and Nally.
So move.
Bill makes that motion, Johnny seconds it. Roll call vote. Mike?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Johnny?
Hi.
Bill,
Aye.
and that resolution is unanimous. I vote aye. Town board by resolution authorizes the building department to seek enforcement of the law by filing an action in New York State Supreme Court, Ulster County, seeking a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction to compel the owner, Wager Farm LLC, to cease the operation of the property as an event venue until such time as it obtains the proper special use permit.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes that motion and Bill seconds it.
Quick discussion, Terry, should it have the address on here?
It has it in documentation that I have.
The resolution itself.
It's in the actual resolution.
It's 70, yeah, so, yeah, it's the actual resolution I have right in front of me. And it also has the address of the LLC.
541 Ulster Heights Road, Ellenville, New York.
All right, so that's a roll call vote. Mike,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Donnie,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
that resolution is unanimous. I vote aye. So I will get into, number one, budget mods. Jack, no. Number two, approve bills as voted. We have three signatures, myself, Bill, and Joe.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Joe seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion is carried. Now we want number three, June sixth, regular and audit meeting, number four, June 20th, June 24th.
I'll move 3 through 5. I'll second it.
Bill makes the motion for 3 through 5,
Mike.
Mike, Michelle, seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried for 3, 4, and 5. Number 6, town board to approve payment application number 22 in the amount of $6,804.97, TAM Enterprises, Inc. for the Wawarsing Water District Water Treatment Facility in Wellfield.
I'll make the motion.
Bill
Second.
makes a motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 7, town board to approve a change order on behalf of Labella in connection with the Wawarsing Water District PSCO number 14, change order to Labella contract 41,329.04, being $150,000 for a revised contract of $938,232. Balance due to Labella will be paid to Labella once the contract with DEP, known as DEL 461, is operational and funded.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a
And
motion.
increase, or-
I believe, Bill, doesn't this have to do with the overflow from the previous DEL?
Yes.
So this is,
This is changing from one DEL to the next.
yeah, so it doesn't affect, it, $0 out of the taxpayer.
Right, it's just creating. All right, so. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. That was number 7, right?
Yeah, 8.
Town board to approve the change order on behalf of Labella in connection with the Wawarsing Water District PCO number 15. Change order to Labella contract 41,329.06, being $30,000 for a revised contract amount of $475,832. Balance due to Labella will be paid to Labella once the contract with DEP, known as DEL 461, is operational and funded.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Joe seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve a change order on behalf of Labella in connection with the Wawarsing Water District PSCO number 16, change order to Labella contract. Saying 41,329.09, being $115,000 for a revised contract amount of $697,032. Balance due to Labella be paid to Labella once the contract with DEP, known as DEL 461, is operational and funded.
Make the motion.
Second.
Joe makes the motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
For clarification, I think it should be PSCO number 16 versus $16. We can make that change. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Number 10, town board to approve the quote in the amount of $8,283.91 from Evolution Edges for the purchase of 400 feet used W-beam rail for the highway garage.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Joe seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Make it note in the minutes that I vote against. No.
Number 11, is town board to approve the payment of invoice 23-2702-13 in the amount of $11,006.41 to Delaware Engineering, DPC, for the town of Wawarsing Highway Garage.
So moved. I'll second it.
Bill makes a motion, Joe seconds it, all in favor? Aye. Motion's carried. Number 12, town board to approve payment application number 3 in the amount of $7,396.72 to TAM Enterprises, Inc. for the sludge dewatering facility, Cohasson Water Wastewater Treatment Plant, TWA 232 CDBG grant 1215 PR 82-21.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Joe makes the motion, Johnny seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve the South Hill subdivision bind estimate.
Is that fine or bond?
Bond, to the bond.
Yep.
Bond estimate for phase 3 of the project. This is per the recommendation of Venero Larios PC in a letter dated May 28th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes the motion, Johnny seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve the payment not to exceed $80 to Heather Crowley for the CPR service recertification of Jason Kinsey, lifeguard.
So moved.
Sure.
Johnny makes the motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 15, town board to approve the rental of 18 walkie-talkies, Nikonco for Camp Shawanga, cost not to exceed $1,000.
So, second.
Who made the first? Will makes the first, Johnny seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve the rental of 2 portable bathrooms and 2 water station sinks from United Rentals for Camp Shawanga for the length of 7 weeks. Cost not to exceed $3,500.
So moved.
Second.
Johnny makes a motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to revise a motion approved on March 21st, 2024, approving Ginger Gillis, municipal bookkeeper, to open an escrow account for Michael Yonkers. Purpose of the account will be to make payments towards his health insurance premiums after retirement using his remaining sick time credits. His remaining sick time credits are 1,320 hours. His rate of pay was $35.76 per hour. The total amount to be credited to the escrow account is $47,203.20.
That's Michael Yonker.
No S.
No S.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to revise a motion approved on April 22nd to approve the following base pay scale for the recreational summer lifeguards as listed.
So moved. The only change on that is the 4th year guard with good standing.
That's
The bold print down at the bottom, each of the above titles receive 25% increase.
Second.
So Bill makes a motion, Johnny seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Number 19, town board to revise the motion approved on April 22nd, 2024 to approve the following base pay scale for the recreation department summer camp.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Johnny seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
The only change on that is the bold print. Adding the 25%
Right.
per return.
Number 20, town board to approve a pay increase for Sarah Gonzalez, recreation aide to $15.25 per hour. This increase is retroactive to June 14th.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Johnny seconds it, all in favor? Motion's carried.
And that was based on the recommendation of the payroll department.
Right. All right, then, this one, we got Mr. Page up. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're sure? You sure, guys?
I'm sure.
All right.
Sure.
I'll take it.
Move on.
Okay. Bill Brown.
July 11th, the sealed bids are due back for the resurfacing of the basketball court and the tennis courts / pickleball courts at Burnrow Park. And the decision will be made at that time how to proceed based on the cost. The grant for the, pool is, pretty much been finalized and hopefully,
We're having a meeting tomorrow morning. Mr. Kaya, myself, and
Zoom meeting at what?
county legislator, that's. Not the bars.
and the bids were open for the, airport, taxiway.
It was the flight school building.
That's right.
Yeah.
The other one, let's see, that's it.
Guy Frost?
Short one for me tonight, Camp Shawangunk, Milsari, oh, she was here. But we had our first day of camp on July 1st. So a big thank you to Milsari for everything she does to get that stood up. We have a lot of folks that are working the camp this year, a lot of children attending, and I think it's a great opportunity at a fairly reasonable rate considering other camps in the area, for a 7-week course. So that's all I have.
No. No.
We are putting the Wawarsing Water District online July 8th, 6 days a week. We are going to purposely push back the ribbon cutting towards the end of the month, just to work at any kinks in between, so it's fully functional for the ribbon cutting, and we're working on finalizing the plaque to get that on hand and installed before then. But we're ready to rock and roll.
Chris, Cassie was right. It's gonna be in July.
Just like on
Just
last July.
2023, not 2020.
Like, last thing, just July 4th, everyone be safe out there, enjoy the weekend. Stay hydrated.
I don't have much this evening. I just want to wish everybody a happy 4th. Get out, enjoy the parade, fireworks. That's all I have for this evening.
All righty. Building department, Mike and I have been working on the building department, and the building department's been working good, with the, this time of the year. A lot of the permits that are given out for building individual residences and camps, it's going pretty well, right, Mike?
They're very busy, extremely busy. But it's expected, you're not gonna complain.
So we are working with the county on a pool grant. Legislator John Vars is in the audience and he's in the meeting. He's been in this process since the beginning of it a few weeks ago. The deadline is July 12th. And we'll be making a decision. Actual Leah Abazaks, our pool director, she's introduced her to Victoria Reed a couple weeks ago, and they've shared a lot of information about the operation of the pool from the standpoint of how many people use the pool and how it can affect, benefit the community, and the number of type of lessons that we give, and who, what the cost is, and so the village, the county and the town have worked together very closely on this, and I believe it's anywhere from a $50,000 to a $10 million grant, and we've come up with a good plan for that, and tomorrow hopefully it'll be, if it's not the last meeting before the submission, hopefully the one after that will be, but it will be submitted prior to July 12th. Confident that that's going to happen. Again, it's a very big situation because over the years, every year, it seems like the Elmo pool has been a topic of conversation and a dilemma about how to address that, whether they close it down. The school board last year, there were some people on the school board that just wanted to level the whole area and increase ball fields, and that was a conversation that didn't happen. And the school, I guess, is looking to improve their facilities. They've told us that they would like to improve their facilities, and this opportunity for a grant from the state will definitely help in that regard, especially with the opportunity to create a scenario where there's a concession stand, I believe happens.
Bathrooms, changing rooms.
Yeah.
Showers.
Utility.
Right.
No,
Multi-use.
no
room.
concession stand,
Lifeguard.
multi-purpose room.
Yeah.
Lifeguard training room,
Excuse me?
lifeguard training room.
Lifeguard training.
Concession stand.
Okay. That's
Lifeguard training.
right, gotcha. But some of these things can help the soccer team, the track and field team, the football team, residents, and, anybody that goes to these, uses or participates or is there as a visitor to watch. It's gonna be an improvement to the school complex.
So do away with the Johnny on the spots. Regular bathroom to go to,
Yeah, that's.
or all the events down. And graduation, also.
Yep, so it's long overdue and this is a good opportunity to, I think we have a pretty good grant writer from the county, and they've stepped in. We've talked about how sometimes the town doesn't get a lot of recognition being in the southern part of the county, but in this case, they're the county and are actually very proactive in the process of this application. So in that respect, we are kind of encouraged that this is going to be a good opportunity. At this point, I don't think that we have anything more to talk about. So we're going to have to go into executive session, not to reconvene on at least 3 other topics.
Eric,
Yeah. Yes.
you want to give an update for the workshop? On the workshop?
Concerning what? For the pool? All right, so, the pool opportunity, anybody else can step in on this conversation. We have a typical workshop from 5:30 to 7 o'clock every meeting. This is the first and third meeting of the month. We're having this meeting back because of 4th of July is Thursday. So we scheduled for today and, during part of the workshop that we discussed, we had some, actual topics for the highway garage and whatever, but today we discussed what's going on with the school pool. The recreation program started yesterday, Monday, July 1st, and the town and the village and the school always try to work together or attempting to work together. And from the town standpoint, we've prepared and prepped and swept and scrubbed the pool houses and the pool itself and painted the pool. And so we got that done about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And since then, some of the other things that go into the project are to get the recreation program ready to open, which we did. And then the filling of the pool is a scenario that typically is done by the village because it's village water that goes typically to the pool. So we had a meeting because there's been a slowdown either because of the drought or hot weather, or I can't really speak for the village myself, but we discussed, the issues that were arising from not having the pool open yesterday, and hopefully within the next week it will be open. I don't think you guys have any other conversation about that?
We have a plan. Once we finalize it, we'll update the public. We'll have an update this time tomorrow, which is the best course of action, and handle it quick as possible. Appreciate everyone's patience in advance and
And we can put that on our town websites, our Town of Wawarsing Pool Facebook page, we'll put it on, Recreation Facebook page. The
The village do the same thing.
Journal can put it on their, News Atomic or something, but it was a process that was well discussed this afternoon. We had engineers talking about how it can be done, how the health department can get involved. And, I think we had
I love the plan.
a productive meeting to get that addressed. So,
Terry, before you close the meeting, I know I missed petitioners, but I was in another meeting and you're not gonna meet again. and I-
step up here and state your name.
Okay. I know, I'm not at work, I talked. Kathy Thor, on behalf of the Bronx Barracudas. I just got off a meeting with the DUSO board, and they notified us that if the county pool does not open, New Paltz's pool does not open by July 4th, they will not be opening it for the season, which means championships can't happen there. So we're scrambling to put together a plan B, still hoping that they fit whatever, it's a little problem, not a big problem, but we're not feeling the love there. So what we are asking, each of us have been asked to go to our town board or their pool advisory boards, we have a town board, to see if we can, we're seeking permission for us to host, we'll do 3 simultaneous tri-meets on the same day, the 28th of June. That's the last day of, that's when championships would normally be held in New Paltz. July, sorry. And so the maximum number of teams that would be in Cohasset would be 3 teams. We normally do Wednesdays and Saturdays, we host 2 teams, so adding a 3rd team, depending on, we're looking at that for our section of it, if you approve it, we wouldn't have more than 150 swimmers at our pool. We normally have about 80, so we're doubling the amount of swimmers we would have. The reason it's a big issue is we will have a parking issue. And we'll strongly worded, encourage families to carpool, so you don't have as many cars there. And you wouldn't be able to open the pool on that day because we would need it, well, at least very late, because we probably wouldn't be done till 2. We'd start at like 7 in the morning.
You're talking about the Bronx Bowl?
Yes,
So would you, can you give the public and the town board a
better picture.
understanding of what you're talking about? I know the Barracudas is a longtime swimming organization, but what other groups are involved?
Okay, DUSO stands for Dutchess Ulster Swim Organization. There are 3 teams from Dutchess County and 4 teams from Ulster County, and we compete against each other for the month of July. At the end of July, we have our championships. And normally the county pool hosts that if they're having a problem. So, the kids are fierce, every second counts. We train them that the only person they're racing against is themselves, but once you get the championships, all bets are off. And the goal is always to beat New Paltz, because they have 150 swimmers on their team and they swim all year round. We've never beat them, but we always try.
So when you're organizing this day with 150 swimmers, are you contacting those teams individually and what their start time and finish time is, so they're not coming at 1 o'clock when they're actually gonna swim at 3 o'clock?
If we host a tri-team at Cohasset, and it's still an if, because we need to find out how many municipalities are willing to give us their pools on that Saturday. Then all the teams would arrive at Cohasset at 7 a.m., warm-up start at 8. With a goal towards being completed by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Weather can impact that. Obviously, if there's lightning and thunder, we stop the thing, and we have to wait 30 minutes before we get back in the pool. If the board has no objections, I would like to go back to do so on Friday and say that you don't object to us having it there, but we need a lot more planning if we're going to do it, because there'll be a parking issue. The county would be added to the DUSO's insurance as additionally insured. We would have, whenever we do the championships at New Paltz, we always have, we get tents and porta potties, and we leave the place the way we found it. And I think New Paltz County, the county pool would say that, yes, we always leave it the way we found it. The rest is a little cluttered, but the rest of it's the same.
I think it's when it's an issue of there's not enough parking, I always think that that's like a Champagne problem. I
Yeah.
think that's fantastic, right? So I don't see an issue with, driving more tourists into our area, talking about, bringing people from Dutchess County over here at this end of Ulster County. I think it gives a good opportunity for our local establishments to also get some additional folks coming in as well. And I'd rather see there be a location for these kids to compete versus there be no option at all should the county pool not open.
Right, and
Okay, so I got a
May
question.
not even happen. Hopefully the county pool.
yes, but we'll know that, they say if it's not open by July 4th, it's not opening, so.
How do you address the lack of
What's
parking?
going on with that?
I have no update. We just know that they discovered there was 700,000 gallons of water just missing.
And they really don't know where it's going either.
Oh, there's a leak.
Yeah,
Yeah, somewhere.
New water.
There's been no recent updates.
So how do you alleviate the parking problem?
well, I don't have an answer for you, Terry, and I wouldn't commit our pool unless I could come up with an answer for a safe place to put the cars. We manage on Saturday, like this past Saturday, we hosted and we had Hurley, and they have 45 swimmers, so times 2 parents in 1 car, so that's that, plus our side, which we have 58 swimmers. So we had enough parking for that. But I wouldn't commit our pool unless I could come up, like talking to you and the other people around the area to parking, because I don't want to make an enemy. We have a great relationship with the hamlet of Crohanton, and I don't want to do that. But I also didn't want to miss the opportunity to speak to the board about this.
John?
Yeah, I think John is right. It's sort of problem that we should have. If it comes down to it, I can reach out to UCAT and see about a shuttle bus. From, essentially located, like, maybe the main street, in Croxton, parking over there and just having a loop bus.
You say that or a street time or someplace like that.
Yeah, so
Maybe doing there.
yeah, I mean, the pool's not gonna open on.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice thing for all of the participants to be there at the same time, but if it's not possible, then they might have to separate their.
Yeah, so we would do, we would do, like, Crockett would host 3 teams, Xena would host 3 teams, and Rybeth would host the other 2 teams, one which would be New Paltz, because they are the largest. And we would all meet in our appropriate pools and start at 8 o'clock. Teams would enter their, like, our technology into the computer so they could see who actually went the fastest, and we get our winners. And then, just like the Olympics, we award our medals, and it's a really nice day, and we take it. So,
And this is what day?
the last Saturday in July.
27.
So get back to us on some information on what we just discussed.
Yep,
and we'll-
I'll come back.
Since she has to go
I have to-
Friday, so
yeah.
why don't we do,
I think down as support.
yeah, I was gonna say contingent
Yeah.
approval.
Contingent upon-
Yeah, that way she has her approval. We have time that won't work together,
Yeah.
but she can go to the powers that be for Duso and New
Yeah.
Paltz and say,
Okay.
yeah,
Swim away.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, I appreciate
Hopefully it's
it.
a nice
if you make
day.
that a motion.
I don't know.
I don't think we have anything to really approve right now.
Well,
other
it's
than-
changing.
You have our support.
We're gonna, we have another meeting in between.
Yeah,
Sure.
all right, so.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'll make a motion to adjourn, but to go into executive, not to reconvene for personnel.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. We'll be in touch.
Evan, see you, John. Great job on the air conditioners.
Those are fantastic.
Yes.
More behind.